We got our first winter chill this weekend. Let's go to NCC News weather reporter Seth Goldberg with our first forecast.
Yeah, David, it's cold out. It was sunny earlier. It's gotten significantly colder and cloudier here today up in Syracuse. Gray, overcast. Think about where we were this morning. It was very, very cold coming off the first snowfall of the season, but now temperatures up to about 53 degrees. You see the humidity up there at about 40%. Not bad because it isn't all that hot out, so it's actually feeling pretty nice as far as the humidity goes. Not too much wind, you don't feel it too much, but it is visible with the trees over my shoulder. You can see the leaves are moving. We're in for a pretty cool night, but it should get a little bit warmer as the week goes on. That's coming up in my full forecast. We had the first snowfall of the season, and now it's time to check out the full forecast for today on NCC weather. The temperature around 53 degrees, not changing too much from just a few moments ago. That humidity not playing a very big factor as we saw outside. It's still cool, so that humidity doesn't have as big of an effect as it does when it is hot out. The winds, however, you could see in the trees, leaves moving a little bit, but not too much. That wind not playing too much a factor as well. We look at the record highs and lows, not really getting too close to either one. This morning, we may have been down around 30 or 32, but not too close to that record low of 22, and we didn't even come close to touching that record high of 81. The highest we got today was about 55 degrees. You look at the normals, we're right in that range, however. Those normal high and low of 59 and 40 degrees respectively. You see the timecast from earlier today, clear. Nothing going on anywhere in the area, and really that's what we saw today. It was pretty clear for much of the early afternoon. Got a little bit cloudy later on in the day. Temperatures all around the area are fairly consistent. You see around 50, 55 degrees everywhere. Maybe a little lower in Cazenovia at 49. A little bit higher in Pulaski at 52. On the lake, you're maybe around that 52, 53 range. But it really, all around 50, 55 degrees, starting with Syracuse right there in the middle of this central New York area. And when you look at what we're going to have tonight, partly cloudy skies, 44 degrees, much like what it is right now. It might get a little bit cooler than it is right now, but really not too bad. Tomorrow we're looking at 61, maybe some showers, so we'll get a little bit warmer with that high temperature getting up around 60, 61. Look at what's coming up in the next couple of days. 61 tomorrow is your high, 62 Wednesday, but there is the possibility for showers on both Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday, you look at it, 58, still pretty nice, and possibly some partly cloudy skies, not really looking at rain there. It is going to take a turn towards the weekend. It will get cooler, and you see that range of temperatures narrowing down, so you will be really in that 40-degree range there, not too much higher, not too much lower. So snow, not likely a possibility until the weekend at the earliest, but at the same time, not too much precipitation is expected for this weekend. It should remain relatively clear as we look at what we're going to have this weekend, but it is possible that clouds are going to be overhead.
Seth, for fans who might want to tailgate or celebrate outside before this big Syracuse Pitt game and with the homecoming weekend coming up, what can they expect over the weekend in terms of the weather?
You know, it might be chilly, it might be cloudy, but we shouldn't have precipitation, at least not Saturday. Saturday should be pretty nice to, you know, be outside, be on the SU campus, whether it is tailgating, getting ready for that game, or just with the alumni in town. As you mentioned, homecoming weekend up here in Syracuse. It should be pretty nice for everybody to see their campus.
Now, last week we had that really nice 78-degree day. Are we going to ever reach a temperature like that again?
We don't see it coming up, you know, relatively soon. Probably not in the next 10 days, but it could get up maybe into the 60s, but maybe not too much further than that. Probably low to mid 60s is your high the next 10 days.
Thanks, Seth.
Thanks, Seth. Coming up.